Okay, everybody, hello. Welcome back to another Command and Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars cast, and this is going to be again another replay, another video rather for the Central Command tournament. I almost did not at all say that correctly. And today, as you may notice, it's a bit roomy. This time, at least the mic's a bit different, is because I haven't got my proper mic plugged in because I've been moving and stuff. And stuff's going on in real life, so I've not really had the time to do that. So I'm just getting this little video out, hopefully to appetize all you people who are wanting some epic casts. So today we have a 1v1. This is obviously first of 3 games for the Central Command tournament. On the left we have Lumos playing as a red nod. He's already gone War Factory into bikes, going down the bottom there, and on the right we have Bike Rush owns again going double refinery, and he also has a War Factory and he's building harvesters, which is quite nice. And the bikes there are just zipping about like little pests. It seems that both players not actually managing to get the tip spikes. We've got a militant squad there and a militant squad in there. Obviously both players knowing what they're doing. They're mirroring these plays here. I don't think they actually made any engineers in the beginning, which is why we didn't see any at all. But bikes are still being made, and Bike Rush has gone double War Factory. Now I'm pretty sure he's confident that he's going to win this very early on. He's sending his MCV down to the bottom Tiberium field. Lumos has gotten that position already. He's going to be putting up refineries very shortly, so he's going to be slightly ahead in that expansion. But Lumos will hopefully be putting down a second War Factory soon as well to level out the production rate that Bike Rush has compared to him, because Bike Rush currently outproduces him by 1 War Factory, and that will snowball later on in the game, so he'll probably need to do something about that quite quickly. But Bike Rush going for the expansion immediately. There's the second War Factory, and all the bikes, oh no, all the vehicles going up. Very unfortunate there. Good thing they didn't get very far before they had to turn back. Just manages to save the base here from an attack. Bikes are just getting absolutely demolished. Bike Rush obviously doesn't have many forces left, but I don't know if he's going to put down a third War Factory. His outpost only has a refinery at the moment. His harvesters are busy depositing the Tiberium. A 6th harvester comes out, and another refinery down at the bottom there. So they're both players are going bike buggy, which is like a very, very famous early game build for NOD players. It's very iconic. It's very simple, but it's surprisingly effective. And as you can see, Lumos just hoarding these bikes around his base just in case Bike Rush attacks in an unexpected area. But it looks like he's going to send them along the top into an exposed area. Although he's not quite exposed, we do have a line of bikes around this War Factory here, but not too much of a defense. Oh, never mind. Out comes the Scorpions. We do have a tower coming up here to try and block the shots from the enemy bikes. Bike Rush does actually deflect that attacking force pretty easily. The building just gets absolutely demolished here, already at half health. And the bikes are going to try and go for another hit, it seems. May even go and destroy that building in the bottom so they can claim both the tip spikes. Here comes a hand of Nod training, and Bike is going to be training some militant rocket squads. Tanks demolishing Lumos' vehicles, and now Lumos will have to transition into tanks himself. Although, because this is a later transition, Bike will have a lot more tanks compared to Lumos, so he probably would overpower him very quickly. And here we go. We do have a conflict here near the blue Tiberium, and Lumos is actually losing power pretty badly. In fact, very badly, because Bike has not lost a tank in this conflict yet. In fact, no, I thought it was the Lumos's. I thought there was a tank on for Bike, but no, there is not. However, there's a regrouping happening with Lumos's forces, and he's going to charge straight into Bike Rush's force. No, okay, the bikes are splitting off towards the top of the map. They might even go for the same space, I don't even know. But we do have a lot of raider buggies go down to the bottom, but it seems to be warding off the tanks. If this was the intent, then it seems like it's working, so hopefully Lumos might be able to send those forces in. But Bikes has some militant rocket squads near the Tiberium field, and the buggies just get absolutely destroyed. That was the point. Alright, Lumos needed the vision to get that Catalyst missile down, and he did do that, getting a few harvesters and getting two refineries down at the bottom. That's quite a huge loss there, but Bike already has tier 3 at the moment. The Raider Buggy is doing a wonderful job here. Oh, Vapor Bomb! Vapor Bomb coming down does actually get rid of the tech center. That's very lucky. I can't actually believe that I managed to get through the entire map without getting shot down. That's very surprising. Oh, here comes another Catalyst missile coming down from Bike Crush on Lumos' base. And the tanks are quickly cleaning up these bikes, but unfortunately they weren't quick enough. Quite a severe hit to his economy there. Severe hit. Now we've got the harvesters being rebuilt and stuff like that. Oh, and there comes the Vapor Bomb towards his opponent as well. So again, both players doing the exact same thing to each other. Bike just wanted to get in a few hits himself. However, Lumos did expect this and sold his tech center before the Vapor Bomb came, so now he can build another one straight away. But because he already had a tech center to begin with, Bike can build his sooner, and then he could probably power out tech? I don't know. His MCV has moved more towards the middle here, and I think he's actually planning to get that middle tip field. He might go third war factory, but I don't know if he needs it necessarily. He's got the shadow teams. He might even put out commando, because if you're Nod, generally what you want to do is put out avatars. And if you have a commander out on the field, then that's going to be really good for you. But here we go. Quite a big lines of Scorpion tanks coming from both players here, but unfortunately for Lumos, the tanks from Bike Rusher are being assisted by Militant Rocket Squads, and that's pretty huge. But here comes a giant amount of Raider Buggies. Seems like Lumos is going to be the one moving in. Here we go. Massive battle in the middle here, trying to fight over this blue tib. And it seems like the Militant Rocket Squads of Bike Rush just get absolutely annihilated. It's a shame that this isn't Black Hand that Bike Rush is playing, because otherwise these vehicles would just get annihilated. But this is Tiberian Wars. You don't play Black Hand. In Tiberian Wars you only have Nod. But both players microing the units around the middle here. Oh, but we have separate attacks. Oh, nice! Lumos getting that MCV at the top there. Very, very good. Oh, we've also got a couple of Black Hand squads going through the base here in Bike Crush's base. A couple of Lumos's Black Hand squads killing the tech and everything. Wow, that was pretty huge. Where have the bikes gone? The bikes have just retreated. Yeah, the bikes have retreated through the tib field. And now Bike is in a little bit of trouble right now. He's got the obelisk, which will get rid of the tech. Okay, there's the shredder turret. Bit of a distraction, but it does allow Lumos to move forward quite considerably. Oh, but Lumos is moving forward too far. Now his unit's going to get picked off. Oh, and there comes the laser upgrade. There it is. And that is huge. The tanks are just getting popped off one by one very quickly, it seems. And that laser upgrade really turns the tide here for this battle. And now Battlecrush is on the offensive. The second MCV is going to be, well, yeah, the original MCV is going to be moving down, and it turns out that it was not the spawning MCV. He just made another MCV for the top. But Lumos does clean that top field in the middle there, and Lumos just absolutely just gets destroyed in this battle here. The tanks of Bike Rush are so much more powerful because of that laser upgrade, and he also has a couple of avatars. So it looks like Lumos is going to be on the losing foot here for the moment, unless he can pull something out that will really turn the tide. Oh, that's quite a few bikes. We already have a heroic bike squadron. That is pretty huge. If you can get it to like some harvester kills, that will definitely slow down Bike's production. And I think that's what he's planning to do. But he's too focused on the tanks. He needs to try and move them to the harvesters here and try and protect his own units. But Bike is going for the middle area here. Oh, he's just running the infantry over with his own harvesters. Bike going really aggressively into this field. Wow, this is insane. The tanks from Bike are going to be coming around and killing the harvesters here and going to be annihilating this outpost. And it seems like all the Lumos's Bike squadrons from around the base have been eliminated, and now Bike Rush needs to just sell off a little bit and then just keep producing, and then he's basically won this. But obviously Lumos will be churning out infantry. A lot of Lumos's base is in this middle field, so if he can get rid of that, that's GG all there. But it looks like it's going to be GG already. Lumos just doesn't have the resources or the time to try and get that laser upgrade. He just needs he just needs loads of forces, and I honestly think that it's quite impossible for Lumos to come back in this situation. And there we go, Lumos has been defeated. That's been a very, very good game there from both of these players here. So we should be going into the second game, and I hope that it's going to be as good as the first game, because that was incredibly fast. It's a shame that Bike Rush managed to get the lasers out first. I don't even know if Lumos actually rebuilt his his tech center or not, but there you go. That was the turning point. When Bike Rush got those lasers out, that was game over. So yeah, let's get into the second game and see how that goes. Right, here we are, second game of the 3-game video. Today we're going to be on pipeline problems. This match is pipeline problems. On the bottom we have Bike Rush Owns playing as a green GDI, and of course he's going with the classic build of Builder Foundry and double ref into blue field, which means that he'll be able to base walk towards the middle here and put out a lot of gravity stabilizers. And at the top we have Lumos. He's going to be sticking with Nod, and he is already also putting out a refinery at blue tip as well. Now I think Bike Rush was already favoured on this map, but I think he's even more favoured because this map is incredibly good for Scrin. Because as I said, Bike Rush will be going Foundry, double ref into the blue field here. And what he's going to do next is that he's going to quickly tech up and go around the right here and go up here so that he gets tech and he just pushes out a lot of tripods and devastator warships and planetary assault carriers. Just get all the Scrin tech out and push on the right here towards the enemy base. That is what every Scrin player does on this map. And I don't know how Lumos is going to react when that happens, but I hope he has a plan, because it's going to be quite difficult to defeat in that stage of the game. And we do see a buzzer coming from Bike Rush Owns. It does get destroyed, however Bike Rush does see the base here, so he gets the scouting information, and I don't think that Lumos has actually gotten a scout out at the moment, but he's just focusing on getting War Factory out. There's the buggy, comes way later compared to the buzzer from Bike Rush, but we have a lot of harvesters in this blue field here. And of course we have another Seeker going to the right, and that might be trying to go around and do some harvester harassment in that main field there. And we have a militant squad coming up here. Oh, low power coming from Bike Rush, and we have a buggy coming down from Lumos. So this, this is just like the warm-ups part. Oh, okay, right. Lumos going triple War Factory. I'm not sure about this move at all. I mean, I suppose you can, because you've got the blue field where the Seekers found all the harvesters here, so now Bike Rush is just going to move there very quickly now. But yeah, triple War Factory. I don't know if he's actually going to keep it, but yeah, he was base walking towards this green field. There comes the Spike. He's going to be harassing from Bike Rush. Bike Rush is going to be harassing this refinery built by Lumos, and I think the tanks are going to get rid of it quite quickly. This squad is going to be easily eliminated by the Gunwalker there, and yeah. There is a buggy from Lumos down at the bottom left, going to be doing some harvester harassment, although I don't know why, because that buggy will not do anything really. So yeah, it's basically pointless. Ooh, Stasis shield down, trying to protect that Spike there, but doesn't really work. I suppose it slows him down, but as I said, it doesn't quite work. A lot of Devourer tanks coming out, taking care of the Scorpion tanks coming from Lumos, and Bike is making way to get to tier 3. There's the tier 3 building, and he just needs to get some gravity stabilizers and another War Factory, and then he's set. He can just win this very easily. Lumos has got tier 2 at the moment. I think he's just concentrating on getting these units towards the base quickly, to Bike Rush's base as quickly as possible, to try and delay the tier 3 units coming out, although I think it's been unsuccessful. Here comes some shock troopers and tripods. I think this is now a loss for Lumos. He hasn't really got much of a defense against this sort of thing, and that refinery is very far forward. There comes the gravity stabilizer. I think it's game over already. Oh yeah, there's tier 3, but yeah, I still think that it's quite late. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to get anything useful out, like an avatar or anything. But there's always the small chance that he could turn this around, but I honestly don't know how he can do that. He's got a lot of Scorpion tanks that are practically useless. There's a stealth tank which is a bit more useful, but I don't know. Yeah, here comes the Venoms. The Venoms are like the best counter against this sort of play here, because here comes the Devastator warship. He will have to watch out for the Storm column placed right underneath the Devastator warship. Tripods are going to be annihilating the Scorpion tanks, and the Avatar is probably going to get destroyed very quickly, considering that the only protection it has are the Scorpions, And the Venoms won't be able to go in, as far as I understand it, unless there's like a big force. Because the only other anti-air are the shock troopers. But he's just trying to distract the storm column. Oh, but that's a devastated warship. That was moved very far forward. Quite a waste of money there. But we've got another one coming out of the gravity stabilizer, which has just been solved there. 4 tripods on the ground, and he's just base building towards this tip field so he can put down a refinery here, being quite a bit aggressive, but not too aggressive so that he wastes his units. There comes another war factory and another storm column. The avatars get caught out. They're gonna die. One of them definitely just goes and suicides itself for Kane. Oh dear. And here comes a minefield, trying to anticipate Bike Rush moving in that direction, but he doesn't, because obviously we have stealth detection there. And here comes a giant advance from Lumos, going straight for the tripods, although this is going to go terribly badly. A lot of tanks already get destroyed. He doesn't even take out the storm column. Oh wait, he's coming back. He does take out the storm column. The avatars are moving in, but I still think this is a massive waste of units, because Skrin at this point are incredibly powerful. He just needs to wait and form a defense line, and he doesn't need to do anything. It's his opponent that's wasting all these units. Here comes a lot more Venoms. He can actually use the Venoms now. They're not underneath. They're not over the storm columns at all. He can use them and try and kill as many units as possible. If only they had the laser upgrade, that would make them even better. But I don't think that would make much difference. Bike Rush has basically won this. I think a fast tier 3 for Nod probably would have been better for Lumos. These Scorpion tanks were basically useless this entire game. Quite a waste of money. I understand what he was trying to do, but I don't think it was done the right way, because there was one storm column, but he could have tried to push into the blue field and eliminate the refinery and the harvesters and all that. But yeah, it didn't really go well, and then he wasted his money on Scorpions, and then the tripods came out, and then it just became a snowball kind of thing. So there we go. Yeah, that's not much to say here. And as you can see, there come the lasers for the Venoms and the Scorpions. But I do think they came out quite a bit later than they should have done. And now Lumos is going to suffer dramatically, because he can get those lasers out in time and deal quite enough damage to deal with the forces here. Yeah, and that's it really. That is Lumos done for. So that is the gist of why I want to play Skrin here. We've got a militant squad just chipping down the reactor there. It's kind of funny. And there you go. So yeah, that is, as you've seen, that is the play to make when you're Skrin. You just get tier 3 quickly and just go down the right side and just push out tier 3. And then it's basically impossible to beat if your opponent does not stomp on that tier 3 quick enough. That's right, so let's go on to the third game then. Okay, final game, everybody, of the Lumos v Bike Rush series of games. We are on Tournament Tower. On the left position, we have Lumos. He was a random, but Skrin got picked for him, so he's going to be a red Skrin in this game. And Bike Rush Owens is on the right. He's going to be an orange Nod for this game. And yeah, Bike Rush going to go for the engineer. Which is a basic play in this map. Of course, you want to get the tip spike early on and stuff like that. I don't even know if Lumos is going to come down to the bottom and try and steal this tip spike, but that's like a little early to tell at the moment. Yeah, I don't see the point of trying to garrison, especially with the buzzers here. What you should do is let your opponent take the building and then kill the infantry inside it, because that now the buzzers aren't doing anything. And later, if Bike Rush wanted to, he can just flush out the building with Black Hand, and then he'll be his again. So, I don't know. I mean, it really doesn't cost much, but still, I thought the buzzer could be a little more efficient there. Lumos going the economy build right now. Double extractor with 3 harvesters there. 4th one coming out the warp sphere, and we've got Bike Rush base building towards the top Tiberium field here. So not exactly a lot going on, but at least I feel that last game, I know that Bike Rush doesn't really like Skrin, but he hates Skrin more, I think, in Kane's Wrath because of Traveller alone, because that faction is just ridiculous. But in Skrin it's okay, because it does have more weaknesses, but still, it's still quite powerful. Here comes a Seeker from Lumos, and he's going to be going past and potentially doing some harvester harassment, it looks like. And there's a second one. We've got a buggy coming from Bike Crush. He's going to be scouting the base, and he finds out about the Seekers. So here comes some Scorpion tanks in response. A harvester doesn't really take much damage. And I personally think that Seekers are actually quite bad at actually killing harvesters, because I believe they do the lowest harvester damage out of all the vehicles here. But they're generally a good all-round unit, especially when paired with Gunwalkers, because they've both Gunwalkers and I think Gunwalkers don't, but Seekers have stealth detection, and both Gunwalkers and Seekers aim at air as well as their counterparts, like the infantry and the vehicles for each unit. Here comes a stasis shield. Wow, that's quite an aggressive stasis shield coming from Lumos, and he also put down some repair drones as well. Doesn't even get the harvester. Wow, that's a very bad trade, my dude. Wow, that was a very big mistake. Full load, quite a bit of a shame. Does go straight past. He's going to go straight for the harvester. This is such a rivals play right now. Two harvesters damaged. The harvester lost does not, in fact, win you the game, man, because he's now wasted all those units. He's wasted a stasis chamber and a reconstruction drones, and the harvesters get to heal back up, and he's massively behind now. Like, those powers were such a bad play. I mean, I know he was trying to get those harvesters, but that was only a temporary measure. I don't think he should have been that aggressive. And yeah, now he's lost out. Shock Troopers just going straight in as well. Flame Tank going in. Yeah, this is a fantastic tank as we go for a Flame Tank, I think, because now that Lumos has spent all that money early game, he doesn't really have enough to make an adequate defense against a Flame Tank. So I think Bike Crush is right in feeling quite safe in going for a Flame Tank here. He might even get the tip spike, but I think, like, oh my god, triple gravity stabilizers. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lumos getting serious about this game. Holy shit. Okay, we've got yeah, triple gravity stabilizer. We've got the Storm Raiders going in. That'll actually kill the Flame Tank, so that's fair on his part. That Storm Raiders, when packed together, they actually do decent damage towards ground targets and air targets, so that's quite good. Seekers, they are pursuing towards the harvesters yet again. Like, dude, have you not actually learned your lesson from last game? Here come the Storm Raiders, but the air tower comes up and doesn't actually get the kill on that those Storm Raiders, but he's finally gonna get those harvester kills, finally becoming dominant in this harvester killing scenario, even though it's quite not necessary, you know. That's like a lot of Storm Raiders here. You're going to be losing them. He didn't even kill the harvester. Oh wow, look at how little health it's on, dude. That feels bad right there. That's just rivals all over. Look how aggressively he went for the harvester and didn't even get it, and he's wasted some Storm Raiders trying to get it. That's kind of insane. Oh my god, right, I honestly, because he's done it again for a second time, I don't actually think he's learned from that, and now Bike Crush can just leave this abundance of anti-air turrets, because no doubt those Storm Raiders will come back and try and kill those harvesters for a third time. But Bike Crush is going to be pushing here, and a lot of money being dedicated to these Storm Raiders. We've got a few Devourer tanks, but I don't even know where they are. There's only one. I'm pretty sure there were more than one. Yeah, there's one here. Bike Crush is going to be going all in here, eliminating the buzzer, and the Storm Raider is going to be trying to kill these ground forces. Nice play coming from Bike Crush. Only fires a few missiles and then immediately goes back into stealth to prevent the Storm Raiders from getting too many hits on the stealth tank. There's like a perfect play there. Tripod goes down. Here comes the devastated warship. The tech comes way too late. And now the stealth tanks are going to be having some easy kills. So, like, this is why you don't go so aggressive on the harvester. I don't even know Lumos actually plays CNC Rivals. I mean, he must do for him to make that massive mistake. And now, yeah, Bike Crush is going to base build, and I think this is like too much pressure for him, because all Lumos has are these Storm Riders, which won't do anything against this force of this magnitude. So this, again, massive mistake in the early game. This is what led him to lose. And Bike Crush, it's a very easy game for Bike Crush. So there you go. I can't believe that Lumos tried to go for the harvesters twice and failed both times. I really don't think that was worth it. I don't know what exactly he was thinking, but this is exactly why you don't go ham on the harvesters, because you just lose the game. Like, Bike Rush was just playing the game normally, and Lumos just went in and go, "Ree, harvesters!" And yeah. Well, that's going to be it for Lumos. He is going to be out of this tournament, and he should have learned his lesson by now, because that was quite brutal. As it should have been. Like, he went for the harvesters twice. That was kind of a silly move. So I hope you enjoyed all these 3 replays here, and I will be making sure to get more out, because I've got my own place now, and it's going to be a lot quieter. I don't have to worry about other people listening to me as much, so I can get more stuff out, which would be pretty epic. And I'm considering hosting a Patreon now. Obviously I will hold on my side of the bargain this time and make more content, but when I do, you can go and sign up to the Patreon when you feel like it. And as you can see, yeah, Lumos, easy game for Bike Rush. But yeah, it's not set up at the moment, but I'll let you know what it is, and more content to come in the future, way more CNC3 games, and there is a tournament that's going to be happening in September as well for Tiberian Wars, so stay tuned for that. Well, that is all that needs to be said. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't even need to say that. You'll do it if you want to. And I'll see you in the next video.